On this adventure, we came to Nicholson Ford parking area. We are hiking on the Foothills Trail towards Barrels Ford, but we're going to Simm's field. And there's gonna be waterfalls. And the trees are all starting to be gorgeous. Made some adjustments this time. Miriam and Eleanor have their own kids Comet packs. Grady has an adult's extra small day pack. And it looks like they're super maxed out, but their packs are actually, I think Miriam and Eleanor's are 8 pounds and Grady's is 5. Most of that is their clothes, their puffy jackets, and Miriam and Eleanor are both carrying Kinder Cone sleeping bags, which take up basically their whole pack.
Throw it for ant bites. That's a campsite.
It is 12:30.
Is that our campsite?
Nope, that's a nice one. We're gonna keep going though.
But why? But it's a campsite.
It is just after 12:30 in the afternoon, and it is a 0.75 miles down to the falls, so not very far. So we've come to an intersection on the Green Blaze North Chattooga Trail, and we just came, ditched our packs, and walked maybe 3/4 of a mile to the second waterfall after Pigpen Falls. And I wonder if this is Licklog Falls. I'm not sure. Have to look that up. So right in this section, for whatever reason, not sure why, it smells like Raisin Bran cereal. Maybe someone was eating handfuls of it while they were walking. I have no idea, but it smells like Raisin Bran just in this one little section.
Mama, take a picture of me.
Okay. And Grady. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you want to.
So we just did Pigpen Falls. Is literally right down there. And then 0.2 miles away is Licklog Falls. Did that.
That way.
How far?
How far is it?
2.6 miles.
Yep. It's just over 2.5 miles. Good job.
So the Tomasi campsite where we camped last time, how far away is that?
No, it's Licklog.
Look on the sign.
It's 7.2
Yeah,
miles.
that's Barrels Ford that way, but Tomasi?
4.7 miles. Are we going to
Bird Trail Junction. Junction. What's your function?
Why? trying to get.
We have made it to the Chattooga. So we have a nice little fire. It's warding off all the gnats.
Daddy, can I just eat this in the hammock?
Brady's over there. We have this beautiful, pitch perfect campsite. However,
It's not.
it's sloped. So either we work on something or we eat here and then we move to Simm's field. We're gonna figure it out, but we'll let you know. So the consensus is, as a cool campfire pit as this was that we found, there's no way that there's no way we're gonna cowboy camp tonight because we're just not ready for that. This spot is too small
If we had to, Daddy,
for a tent
I would let you sleep on that side because we could.
and too rocky.
We could roll over on that side to make it fall over, so I would like you to sleep on that side.
And this
if
is
we could.
ridiculously sloped at the water's edge. So as cool as this site would be, if you're gonna camp here, I would camp in a hammock. We think this is Simm's field. Campsite over here. One back over there. Couple over back in here. Yeah, this is gonna be it. Made it. And look, it's so much more flat over here. If we would have just walked maybe 100 yards from where we were.
Morning. We're at Simm's field, and it was a good night. And it's a little chilly this morning. The fall colors are beautiful.
Slept 12 hours.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
Would recommend from Nicholson Ford to Simm's Field. 3.6 miles. Took us 3 hours because we stopped and walked really slow. So you can do it. 10 out of 10. So there actually is a sign. Yay, it's Simm's Field. We made it. 3.6 miles from the Nicholson Ford parking lot. Totally doable. Last night we took the first campsite, so we didn't quite see the sign, but if you keep walking down to the, what is it, the third or fourth little campsite down here, there's the sign. This one's actually really nice. There's maybe a few more that way, but oh, this one is definitely for a group. Really big, huge space. There's one more back in there, but it even has a huge fire pit. So if you come here with your scout troop or larger group, you should definitely grab the campsite by the sign. The other ones are big, they just don't have the really fancy fire pit. So 10 out of 10 would recommend.